Hey everybody, Tina here. So today I want to talk about one of the most influential voices in menopause medicine. If you have ever looked up menopause on the internet, I know that you've heard of Dr. Mary Claire Haver. She's a board certified OBGYN, a menopause specialist, best-selling author of The New Menopause, and one of the leading educators and advocates for helping women understand what's really happening to our bodies in menopause. And one topic she's been speaking about more and more is the role that GLP-1 medications may play for the right woman during menopause. And I think it's an important conversation. I mean, every day I hear, Tina, I'm doing everything I used to do and none of it's working anymore. So if that's you, I really need you to hear this because you're not imagining it. You are not lazy. You are not lacking willpower. Your biology has changed, right? And here's what Dr. Haver teaches. As estrogen declines, our bodies don't just gain weight. They actually change where they store fat. So instead of storing fat around our hips and thighs, we begin storing more around our abdomen. Much of that abdominal fat is visceral fat. That's a fat wrapped around our organs. It's associated with inflammation, insulin resistance, cardiovascular disease, fatty liver disease, and metabolic dysfunction. So this isn't simply about fitting back in your favorite jeans. It's about protecting your long-term health. And the numbers are staggering. Nearly 2 out of every 3 women between the ages of 40 and 59 have abdominal obesity. By age 60, that number climbs to almost 3 of every 4 women. So I'd also like to point out another statistic that puts things in perspective. During the menopause transition, many women experience gradual weight gain, and some research has reported average gains of approximately 3 pounds a year during perimenopause, with total gains approaching 22 pounds around the age of 60. So whether you've experienced has been 5 pounds, or like me, 25 pounds, or if you've looked in the mirror and wondered, where did this come from? Right? You're not alone. Millions of women are experiencing these similar changes. And it isn't lack of discipline. This isn't because you suddenly forgot how to eat healthy. It truly is biology. And once we understand that, we get to stop blaming ourselves and start working with our bodies instead of fighting against them. So here's where the conversation gets exciting. Research didn't begin studying GLP-1 medications like tirzepatide simply because they wanted people to lose weight. They wanted to know whether reducing visceral fat could improve metabolic health. The results have been remarkable. People lost significant amounts of body weight, but most importantly, they reduced the dangerous visceral fat while improving important markers of metabolic health. And that's exactly what physicians like Dr. Haver are so excited about. Not because women become smaller, it's because they become healthier. And here's the part I don't want anyone to miss. The medication is not the hero. You are. The medication simply creates opportunity. And here's what I see happen over and over again. When the scale finally starts moving, even if it's only a few pounds, something changes that has nothing to do with the medication. Your motivation changes. Women who have felt defeated for years suddenly become hopeful. Instead of thinking, why bother? They're thinking, maybe I can really do this. Suddenly eating enough protein feels worth it because they're protecting the muscle they're working so hard to keep. Drinking enough water isn't another chore. It's part of feeling energized. Getting enough fiber becomes easier because they finally see progress. Walking becomes enjoyable again. Strength training becomes exciting because they're building a healthier body instead of feeling like they're constantly losing the battle. Their confidence starts coming back. They sleep better. They move more. They recover better. The medication didn't magically create discipline. It created motivation, and motivated people make different choices than discouraged people. Now, I also want to share something that I believe is incredibly important. I don't believe this is about chasing the highest dose possible. I believe in individualized, physician-guided care Many of you know I talk a lot about microdosing. By that, I mean working with a licensed medical provider to find the lowest effective dose for your body. Not everyone needs the same amount. Not everyone responds the same way. The goal isn't to keep increasing the dose. The goal is to find the dose that gives you the meaningful benefits while minimizing any possible side effects and helping you build habits that will last a lifetime. Because no medication replaces protein, no medication replaces resistance training, no medication replaces hydration, it doesn't replace quality sleep, and it doesn't replace daily movement. Those things are still the foundation. The medication simply gives those healthy habits a chance to work. Whether your goal is to keep up with your grandkids, to hike, or to travel, or if you're like me in my great big pickleball community, it's about being able to recover faster, continue competing, be at an optimized body weight. That's what it's really about. Living life with energy, feeling strong, protecting your muscles, improving your metabolic health, and feeling like your younger self again. I really appreciate physicians like Dr. Haver because they've helped move this conversation beyond calories and willpower. They're helping women understand that menopause changes our biology. And when biology changes, our approach sometimes needs to change too. If you've been struggling with the menopause weight gain, especially the abdominal fat, and you'd like to learn about physician-guided GLP-1 therapy that might be appropriate for you, you just say yes in the comments. I'll send you a link to complete a free health assessment, and a licensed medical provider will review your health history and determine whether you are a candidate. And if appropriate, create a personalized treatment plan designed specifically for you. My goal isn't to convince you that everyone should use these medications. My goal is to help you understand the science, know your options, make informed decisions with a qualified medical provider. Because every woman deserves to know she's not failing. Her body hasn't changed. And thanks to doctors like Dr. Mary Claire Haver and the research that's emerging, we have more tools than ever to help women become healthier, stronger, and live the active lives they deserve. So if that's you, I want you to type yes.